Hello, and welcome to the Science for Sleep channel. Tonight, we'll gently drift into the quiet and extraordinary science of healing, the vast, intelligent system that has been working inside you every single second of your life. Even now, as you listen to these words, trillions upon trillions of living cells are awake. They are exchanging messages, repairing tiny imperfections, replacing worn parts, and maintaining balance with a precision that rivals the most advanced machines ever built by humans. Every heartbeat sends a wave of renewal through your body. Every breath delivers oxygen that fuels countless chemical reactions, each one part of an unbroken chain of microscopic repair. Healing is not something that only happens after injury or illness. It is a continuous process, a steady rhythm of maintenance, recalibration, and renewal that defines what it means to be alive. Your body is never idle. It is always adjusting, correcting, and restoring itself in quiet ways you rarely notice. If you enjoy these calm journeys into science and wonder, you're warmly invited to like, subscribe, or share a gentle thought in the comments. It helps other sleepy minds find their way here too, one quiet soul at a time. But for now, there is nothing you need to do. Just breathe slowly. Let your eyelids grow heavy. Allow your thoughts to soften and drift. We're about to begin. Your body is constantly rebuilding itself. In fact, over the course of several years, most of the physical material that makes up you is replaced. Cells live out their purpose, perform their tasks faithfully, and then quietly surrender, making space for new cells that continue the work. Bone cells are exchanged over many years, gradually reshaping the skeleton. The lining of your stomach renews itself in just a few days. The outer layers of your skin are replaced in a slow, silent cascade that never stops. Almost everything that forms your physical body today will eventually be gone. And yet, the overall structure remains. It's as if your body remembers the idea of itself, a blueprint written into every cell, and keeps sculpting toward it again and again. This endless rebuilding is not chaos. It is rhythm. It is the steady breath of biology. You are not a fixed object, but a living river, a flowing collection of cells moving through time while somehow remaining whole. With every heartbeat, your body quietly rewrites its story of survival and begins the act of healing anew. Deep within your tissues are specialized cells whose sole purpose is repair. These stem-like cells remain hidden, waiting patiently for a signal that something needs attention. In your skin, they replace cells lost to friction, cuts, and sunlight. In your intestines, they rebuild the delicate lining worn down by digestion. In your muscles, they lie dormant until strain or injury calls them into action. When activated, they multiply, migrate, and carefully integrate themselves into damaged tissue, restoring structure with remarkable accuracy. Some of these cells have been with you since before birth, carrying a perfect memory of your body's original design. They remind every system what whole feels like. Even when you are unaware, these unseen caretakers are constantly at work, restoring the body you live in, one silent repair at a time. Your skin knows exactly how to heal itself from the inside out. When the surface is broken, a tiny storm of activity begins beneath it. Blood vessels widen and rush blood to the area, forming a clot that seals the wound. Fibroblast cells move inward like careful builders, laying down a scaffold of collagen. New skin cells then crawl across this hidden framework, slowly closing the gap from below until the surface meets again. This process doesn't happen from the air above, but from the depths beneath. Invisible chemical gradients guide each movement. Nerves and blood vessels follow, restoring warmth, sensation, and connection. What we call a scar is simply the visible memory of this intricate choreography, a reminder of wisdom operating beyond conscious control. Even while you sleep, these same patterns continue, repairing the tiny, unnoticed injuries of daily life. Your skin is not just protection. It is an artist that knows exactly how to paint itself whole. Your bones, too, are alive and aware. Far from being rigid structures, they constantly sense the forces acting upon them. As you walk, lift, stretch, or stand still, tiny sensors called osteocytes detect pressure and strain. They send messages to cells that dissolve old bone and others that build new mineral in its place. Through this ongoing conversation, your skeleton reshapes itself to fit the life you live. Bones grow stronger where stress is frequent and lighten where stress is rare. After a fracture, this same system carefully weaves collagen and mineral together until strength returns. Each healed bone remembers the forces that shaped it, embedding that history into its structure. This is why astronauts lose bone density in weightlessness and regain it upon returning to Earth. Your bones are not static pillars. They are living instruments, tuned to gravity and movement, quietly rebuilding their strength beneath your skin. Hidden beneath your ribs lies one of the most remarkable organs in the human body, the liver. It is the only organ capable of true regrowth. Even after losing a significant portion of its tissue, the liver can rebuild itself to full size. When injury occurs, surviving cells rapidly divide, guided by a cascade of chemical signals that awaken dormant genetic programs. Blood vessels expand, new tissue forms, and the organ reorganizes itself as if remembering its former shape. This regenerative ability may be a distant echo of ancient creatures that once regrew entire limbs. Even when overworked, the liver continues its tireless labor, cleansing the blood, balancing hormones, storing energy, and managing countless chemical reactions. It never truly rests. Its power to rebuild is a message of resilience written deep into human biology, proof that healing is not an exception, but a fundamental design. Nerves, too, attempt to find their way back when damaged. When a nerve is injured, the body releases a trail of molecular signals, like breadcrumbs, guiding regrowth. Schwann cells line the old pathway, forming a living corridor that directs the regenerating nerve fiber toward its destination. Growth happens slowly, millimeter by millimeter, sometimes taking months. The brain waits patiently, adapting as sensation and movement gradually return. Not every connection is perfectly restored, but the effort never stops. When direct repair isn't possible, neighboring nerves may adapt and take over the role. Healing in the nervous system is a story of persistence, a quiet search for reconnection guided by chemistry, memory, and the deep biological desire to feel again. Your blood is more than a carrier of oxygen. It is a vast communication network. When tissue is damaged, fragments of broken cells release distress signals into the bloodstream. Platelets respond by forming clots, but they also release chemical messengers that summon immune cells, growth factors, and repair proteins. Some of these signals even travel to distant organs, preparing them to assist. With every pulse, your bloodstream carries information, news of what has happened and instructions for what must come next. This coordination happens instantly, faster than conscious thought. Even as you rest, your circulatory system is directing an invisible symphony of healing, ensuring that every corner of your body receives the care it needs. Every heartbeat carries not only life, but guidance, a quiet assurance that repair is always underway. Sleep is the time when most cellular healing truly takes place. When you slowly drift into deep, restful sleep, the outer world of noise, thought, and awareness begins to soften and fade. The conscious mind loosens its grip, but within you, a quieter and far more ancient world awakens. As your body settles into stillness, powerful biological processes come alive, shifting the focus away from action and toward restoration. During deep rest, growth hormone surges through the bloodstream, delivering precise instructions to cells across the body. These signals tell cells when to divide, when to repair damage, and when to rebuild weakened structures. Muscles begin knitting together microscopic tears formed during the day, strengthening themselves fiber by fiber. Tissues throughout the body enter a state of focused repair, using the calm of sleep to restore balance. At the same time, the immune system becomes active in a different way. Rather than responding to immediate threats, it reviews the day's encounters. It catalogues intruders, refines its defenses, and stores memories of past challenges so it can respond more efficiently in the future. This nightly review strengthens your ability to heal and protect yourself. Even your brain participates in this renewal. As you sleep, gentle waves of cerebrospinal fluid flow through neural pathways, washing away the chemical clutter left behind by thinking, emotion, and stress. This cleansing process supports clarity, memory, and emotional balance. This nightly restoration is one of nature's oldest and most essential rituals. Without it, small wounds linger longer than they should. Stress quietly accumulates. Mental sharpness fades, and the body's internal rhythms lose their harmony. Sleep is not a pause in life. It is a hidden workshop that opens only when you fully let go. Each night, millions of unseen miracles occur. DNA is repaired, inflammation settles, hormones rebalance, and the rhythms of the heart are gently reset. The deeper the rest, the more powerful the healing becomes. As you close your eyes, your cells shift from simple survival into true renewal, working silently through the darkness to guide you back toward light. Even your DNA carries its own built-in repair toolkit. Every moment of every day, the delicate strands of genetic material inside your cells are damaged by sunlight, environmental toxins, radiation, and even the normal process of breathing. Yet these strands rarely remain broken for long. Specialized enzymes patrol the double helix like vigilant caretakers, scanning continuously for errors. When they find damage, they carefully stitch the genetic code back together. Some enzymes correct single letters in the genetic script, while others rebuild entire sections when needed. This molecular craftsmanship happens millions of times each day without your awareness. When repair succeeds, the cell continues its life uninterrupted. When repair fails, backup systems activate to recycle or replace the damaged cell entirely. The body treats damaged DNA not as disaster, but as information, a signal to adapt, correct, and restore. This quiet precision is one of the reasons life endures despite constant change. Deep within every cell, evolution has left you a toolkit for resilience, ensuring that even your genetic story knows how to heal itself. Sunlight also plays a vital role in guiding the body's natural healing rhythms. Morning light is not merely warmth or brightness. It is a biological signal. When sunlight reaches your eyes and skin, it resets your internal clock, synchronizing the release of hormones that govern sleep, metabolism, mood, and recovery. Ultraviolet light triggers the production of vitamin D in the skin, strengthening bones and supporting immune balance. Light also reaches deep into the brain, influencing serotonin levels, gently lifting mood and stabilizing the nervous system. Too little light can slow healing, while too much of the same energy can cause harm. The key lies in balance. Human biology evolved in partnership with the rising and setting sun, using its rhythm as a guide for when to grow, when to rest, and when to repair. Standing in gentle morning sunlight quietly tells your body that life continues, that cycles remain intact, and that healing is a daily ceremony written in light. Wounds themselves remember how they healed before. Deep within the layers of the skin, a faint biological memory lingers. When an old wound site is injured again, the surrounding cells respond faster than they did the first time. It is as if the tissue remembers the choreography of recovery. Immune cells arrive more quickly. Stem cells awaken sooner. Blood vessels begin forming without hesitation. Scientists believe the body stores information about previous injuries, leaving behind a subtle biological trace that prepares the area for future repair. Even scars may hold these memories, shaping how new tissue grows. Healing, then, is not simply a reaction. It is an adaptation, a learned rhythm refined through experience. The body becomes wiser each time it repairs itself, carrying forward lessons of resilience. In its quiet language, every healed wound becomes a teacher, showing the next injury how to find its way back to wholeness. Stress, however, can quietly interfere with this process. When stress lingers for too long, healing begins to slow. The body releases cortisol, a hormone designed for brief moments of danger, not long periods of recovery. Blood flow shifts toward the muscles, preparing for action, while skin, digestion, and repair systems wait longer for nutrients. Inflammation becomes confused, rising when it should subside. Immune cells lose some of their precision. The daily rhythm of hormone release drifts slightly off course, like a familiar song played just out of time. Fortunately, the opposite is also true. Calm restores balance. Deep breathing, rest, safety, and laughter reset these signals, allowing the chemistry of repair to resume. Beneath every stressful day lies the potential for renewal, waiting patiently for the body to feel safe enough to begin again. Laughter itself becomes a powerful ally in healing. When you laugh, muscles release tension, the diaphragm gently massages internal organs, and the heart rate rises briefly before settling into a calmer rhythm. The brain releases endorphins, natural chemicals that ease pain and promote relaxation. Immune cells increase in activity, and blood vessels widen, improving circulation throughout the body. Laughter may seem light and fleeting, but its effects run deep, touching chemistry, emotion, and energy all at once. Even short moments of laughter can reduce stress hormones that delay recovery. The body treats joy as medicine and humor as a spark of renewal. Shared laughter amplifies this effect, synchronizing breath and heartbeats between people. In those moments of harmony, healing becomes social as well as biological, reminding us that recovery is not always silent or still. Tears also play a role in protection and repair. Every tear is more than salt and water. Within it flows lysozyme, an enzyme capable of breaking down bacterial cell walls. This natural defense coats the eyes, protecting them from constant exposure. Emotional tears differ from reflex tears. They contain traces of stress hormones, helping the body release chemical tension through the act of crying. As tears fall, they carry emotion and biochemistry away, creating a subtle sense of relief. Crying is often mistaken for weakness, but it is a precise, self-regulating mechanism. The body uses it to cleanse, balance, and protect. Even something as soft as a teardrop reveals a profound truth of biology, that emotion and immunity are deeply intertwined, and that healing often begins when we allow something to be released. Finally, your gut demonstrates healing through constant renewal. The lining of the digestive tract is made of cells that live brief, intense lives. Bathed in acid, enzymes, and bacteria, they endure one of the harshest environments in the body. To survive, the lining replaces itself every few days, forming a fresh surface capable of absorbing nutrients while keeping harmful invaders out. Stem cells at the base of each microscopic fold divide rapidly, sending new cells upward to replace those that have completed their task. As old cells slough away, the gut remains intact, resilient, and continuous. This constant rebuilding supports not only digestion but also immunity, as much of the body's defense system resides here. Quietly and tirelessly, your body renews itself from the inside out, a living reminder that healing is not an event, but a way of being. When balance is lost within the body, fatigue and inflammation often follow. Digestion slows, discomfort appears, and the delicate harmony between nutrients, microbes, and immune cells begins to drift. Yet even in these moments of imbalance, the gut does not wait. Almost immediately, it begins rebuilding. Stem cells deep within the intestinal lining accelerate their division, replacing damaged or stressed cells with fresh ones. In this constant renewal, the digestive system reveals one of the clearest expressions of life's determination to keep repairing itself. No matter the strain, the gut continues its quiet labor, restoring function layer by layer, proving that recovery is always underway beneath the surface. The heart, too, holds a subtle capacity for renewal. For centuries, it was believed that the heart was an organ incapable of repair, destined only to endure until it failed. Yet modern science has uncovered a quieter truth. Within the dense muscle of the heart live small populations of specialized cells capable of limited regeneration. When injury occurs, these cells awaken, dividing and differentiating to replace a portion of the lost tissue. The process is slow and incomplete, but it reveals a remarkable potential hidden within the organ's rhythm. After damage, the adult heart also forms new blood vessels, creating delicate bypasses that help maintain circulation. These pathways allow oxygen and nutrients to reach weakened areas, supporting survival and gradual repair. Exercise, proper rest, and emotional calm all encourage this process by improving blood flow and reducing inflammation. Each heartbeat sends mechanical and chemical signals that ripple through the cardiovascular system, gently encouraging repair. The heart's endless pulse is not only persistence, it is quiet creation. The organ that never sleeps does more than sustain life. It continually strives to heal itself, proving that renewal can exist even in the most tireless places of the body. New blood vessels sprout like roots in a healing wound. When tissue is damaged, surrounding cells release urgent chemical messages signaling a need for oxygen and nourishment. Nearby vessels respond by activating endothelial cells, which migrate outward, forming thin hollow tubes that extend into the injured area. This process, known as angiogenesis, transforms a wounded landscape into a living network of circulation. As connections form, oxygen begins to flow, and the pale surface of injury gradually turns pink with returning life. Over time, this fragile network strengthens and stabilizes, maturing into permanent channels that will nourish the repaired tissue for years to come. Hidden beneath the surface lies a forest of capillaries, a quiet garden grown in response to damage. This process reflects nature's deep understanding of balance. Where loss occurs, growth follows. Where damage appears, renewal answers. Within every scar exists a history of vessels that once reached outward, searching for light. Platelets are the first responders of the bloodstream. The instant the skin is breached, an invisible alarm is triggered. Platelets, small fragments drifting silently through circulation, sense changes in pressure and chemistry. They rush to the site, binding together to form a temporary seal that stops bleeding. But their role goes far beyond clotting. Platelets release a precise cascade of growth factors that summon immune cells, stimulate collagen production, and encourage the formation of new blood vessels. They act as messengers as much as protectors, carrying instructions that guide every stage of recovery. Their timing is astonishing, arriving within seconds of injury. Even after the surface appears healed, their molecular guidance continues shaping the tissue beneath. In the grand orchestra of healing, platelets play the opening note, setting a rhythm that every other cell follows. Scars are collagen's way of patching the past. When perfect restoration is not possible, the body improvises. Fibroblast cells rush into the wound and lay down thick collagen fibers, weaving a dense network that closes the gap quickly. This tissue is strong, but less flexible. It lacks hair follicles, sweat glands, and the subtle textures of original skin. Yet it serves its purpose, protecting what lies beneath. Over time, collagen fibers reorganize themselves, aligning along natural lines of tension. Some scars fade until they are barely visible, while others remain as lasting signatures of survival. Each scar represents a compromise between speed and precision, between preserving life and restoring form. Scars tell stories written in tissue. They remind the body not only of what it endured, but of what it overcame. Beneath every mark lies a moment when the body refused to surrender. Some individuals possess an even rarer ability, the capacity for scarless healing. In these people, wounds close with extraordinary precision, restoring tissue almost exactly as it was before. This process resembles the healing seen in early development, when regeneration was effortless. It involves finely balanced inflammation, rapid collagen remodeling, and perfectly synchronized cell movement. Scientists study these rare cases closely, hoping to learn how ordinary healing might one day be guided towards similar outcomes. In newborns, this ability is nearly universal. With age, it fades, yet research suggests it may be partially reawakened through careful manipulation of growth factors, electrical signals, and cellular communication. Scarless repair could one day restore not only appearance, but function after severe injuries. For now, it remains a glimpse of an older blueprint, a reminder of what the human body once did with ease, and may one day do again. Deep breathing alters genes linked to stress and repair. Slow, intentional breaths do more than calm the mind. They send mechanical and chemical signals throughout the body, shifting the nervous system from vigilance to restoration. Heart rate slows, blood vessels widen, stress hormones fall. Inside cells, genes associated with inflammation quiet down, while those linked to repair and energy production become more active. Oxygen delivery improves, enhancing the function of mitochondria, the tiny power plants that fuel every act of healing. Over time, this gentle rhythm of breathing reshapes the body's chemistry, nudging it toward balance. Ancient practices such as meditation and yoga understood this intuitively long before science measured it. Each breath becomes both messenger and medicine, shaping cellular behavior with every slow expansion of the lungs. The brain, too, possesses a remarkable capacity for healing. Neural networks are not fixed structures. When injury occurs, surrounding neurons form new connections, rerouting information through alternate pathways. This ability, known as neuroplasticity, allows the brain to adapt and reorganize itself. Movement, memory, speech, and emotion can all find new routes when old ones are damaged. Therapy, learning, repetition, and sensory experiences strengthen these pathways over time. The brain redraws its internal map again and again, responding to experience throughout life. Healing in the brain is not about replacing what was lost, but about finding new channels through which life can flow. In this flexibility lies one of biology's most hopeful truths. Even memories themselves can be healed. Memories are not stored like photographs. Each time they are recalled, they are reconstructed. As understanding deepens and emotion shifts, the memory itself can change. Through reflection, therapy, and new experiences, painful memories soften. The chemical patterns that once carried distress are reshaped, allowing meaning to replace suffering. Healing, even here, is not erasure. It is transformation. This process does not erase history. It reframes it. The past is not deleted or denied, but gently reorganized within the mind. Deep inside the brain, the amygdala, hippocampus, and prefrontal cortex work together like a council of memory and meaning. The amygdala, once charged with fear or urgency, gradually softens its response. The hippocampus places events into context, separating what is happening now from what happened then. The prefrontal cortex brings reflection and understanding, allowing old experiences to be viewed through a wider lens. Together, these regions update old stories with new meaning, reducing the emotional weight they once carried. In this way, emotional healing becomes physical. Neural connections are reshaped, stress signals quiet, and the chemical echoes of pain no longer ripple as strongly through the body. It becomes possible to remember without reliving, to acknowledge the past without being held captive by it. Healing is not forgetting. It is transformation. It is the slow turning of wounds into wisdom. Each time the brain revisits a painful memory with compassion instead of fear, it rebuilds itself in a gentler form, choosing integration over injury. Hope plays a powerful role in this transformation, quietly shifting hormone levels toward regeneration. Belief in recovery alters the chemistry of the body in measurable ways. Hope influences the release of dopamine, serotonin, and endorphins, molecules that support immune balance, ease pain, and encourage cellular repair. When improvement is anticipated, the nervous system relaxes, blood vessels open, and inflammation begins to subside. Scientists have repeatedly observed that patients who carry genuine hope often heal faster, not through illusion, but through real, observable shifts in hormones and neurotransmitters. Hope calms fear, and fear is one of the greatest obstacles to recovery. When fear dominates, the body retreats. When hope appears, the body leans forward. It is reminded that effort is worthwhile, that energy should be spent rebuilding rather than withdrawing. Even a small expectation of improvement can trigger a cascade of physiological change. The body listens closely to what the mind believes, translating optimism into chemistry. Hope, in its most scientific form, is a biological signal encouraging life to keep moving forward. Meditation further accelerates cellular recovery after stress. When the mind settles into stillness, the body follows naturally. Heart rate slows, breathing deepens, and waves of calm energy flow through the nervous system. Beneath this surface tranquility, measurable biological changes take place. Genes linked to inflammation reduce their activity, while those associated with antioxidant defense and tissue repair become more active. Cortisol levels drop, allowing regeneration to proceed without interruption. Regular meditation improves sleep quality and strengthens immune function, giving the body both time and resources to mend itself more efficiently. Over weeks and months, the effect compounds, as daily practice establishes a baseline of calm that the body can return to even during challenge. What feels like quiet awareness is, in truth, a profound physiological rebalancing. The brain's rhythms gently entrain the body's rhythms, bringing heart, breath, and cells into harmony. In this stillness, the body rediscovers its natural tempo, the pace at which genuine healing unfolds. Gratitude, too, changes the body in subtle but powerful ways. The heart does more than pump blood. It communicates through electrical and magnetic fields that shift in response to emotion. When gratitude arises, heart rhythms become smoother and more coherent, synchronizing with breathing and brain waves. This coherence improves circulation, reduces stress hormones, and allows the immune system to operate with greater efficiency. Research shows that people who practice gratitude regularly often experience lower inflammation and improved recovery after illness or surgery. The feeling of gratitude activates the parasympathetic nervous system, signaling safety, rest, and restoration. Attention shifts from what is missing to what remains, creating an internal environment where growth becomes possible. Even a quiet moment of appreciation, unnoticed by anyone else, can change the body's inner weather. The heart listens to thought as faithfully as it listens to blood flow, and it beats differently when it recognizes peace. Compassion lowers the body's baseline level of cortisol. Cortisol prepares the body for challenge, but when it lingers too long, it erodes health. Acts of compassion, whether given or received, have been shown to reduce cortisol and promote healing. When empathy is engaged, the brain releases oxytocin, a hormone that counters fear, strengthens connection, and encourages repair. Blood pressure decreases, digestion improves, and immune responses become more precise. Compassion signals safety. It tells the body that it can stop bracing and return to maintenance. Even imagining kindness can produce measurable changes, lowering heart rate and increasing sensations of warmth and ease. Healing is rarely solitary. It often begins in the recognition of shared humanity. Through compassion, chemistry becomes connection, and the biology of care transforms into the science of recovery. Placebo healing reveals just how deeply belief influences biology. When a person truly believes healing has begun, the brain releases natural opioids, endorphins, and dopamine. These substances ease pain, stabilize mood, and regulate immune activity. The effect is not imagined. It is measurable and rooted in the same neural pathways used by pharmaceutical treatments. Belief itself acts as a signal, informing the nervous system that recovery is underway and prompting organs throughout the body to align with that expectation. Imaging studies show that areas of the brain associated with pain and stress grow quieter under belief alone. This reveals a profound truth. Healing often begins in perception and spreads outward. When the mind envisions wellness, the body listens carefully and does its best to make that vision real. Pain itself can soften when someone simply listens. Pain is shaped not only by injury, but by attention and emotion. When another person listens with empathy, the nervous system relaxes and discomfort often decreases. Studies show that being heard reduces activity in brain regions linked to suffering. The listener becomes part of the healing process, creating a space where tension dissolves and the body feels safe enough to release its defenses. Communication releases oxytocin, dampening stress responses and encouraging recovery. This is why supportive care improves medical outcomes even without new interventions. Human connection alters physiology, turning compassion into measurable change. Healing often begins not with medicine or movement, but with presence. The sound of another steady heartbeat can remind your body that it is not alone in its effort to mend. The immune system remembers every battle it survives. Each infection leaves behind specialized memory cells that recognize the invader. When the same threat appears again, these cells respond instantly, producing antibodies before symptoms have time to form. This biological memory can last years or even a lifetime. It is why vaccines work and why many childhood illnesses never return. These memory cells patrol quietly through the bloodstream, vigilant yet unobtrusive. They form a living archive written in protein and pattern, a history of your encounters with the world. The immune system does not forget easily. It evolves alongside you, growing wiser with every challenge. It is a library of resilience, proof that each recovery strengthens the next. Beneath the surface, your body keeps the record of its victories close, ready to protect you again. Fever itself is a kind of cleansing fire. When infection strikes, the body raises its temperature deliberately. This rise is not accidental, but a calculated act of defense, creating an environment where invaders struggle to survive while immune cells work more efficiently. In the heat of fever, healing accelerates, reminding us that even discomfort can serve recovery. Heat accelerates immune reactions in a precise and purposeful way. When the body raises its temperature, it creates an internal environment where defensive processes work faster and more efficiently. White blood cells are produced at a quicker rate, and existing immune cells become more active and responsive. Many invading microbes thrive best in cooler conditions, so the increase in temperature weakens them, slowing their ability to multiply and spread. At the same time, the body releases signaling proteins known as cytokines and chemokines, which act like guides, directing immune cells exactly where they are needed. This creates a coordinated surge of protection rather than a chaotic response. The The sensation of warmth, heaviness, and fatigue that accompanies a fever is not a sign of weakness, but evidence that the body is investing energy wisely. Resources are redirected away from unnecessary movement and toward defense and repair. As the fever peaks, chemical byproducts of infection are broken down, toxins are neutralized, and damaged or inefficient cells are recycled. When the threat has passed, the brain gently resets the body's internal thermostat, allowing temperature, heart rate, and comfort to return to normal. Though uncomfortable, a fever acts as a form of purification, a reminder that heat itself can function as medicine. Within that inner fire, the body remembers how to defend its balance and reclaim its peace. White blood cells communicate in ways that are both chemical and luminous. Within your bloodstream, immune cells travel like explorers across a vast inner landscape. They locate one another through chemical signals, but they also communicate using tiny flashes of light known as biophotons. These faint pulses carry information about cellular activity, distress, and coordination. It is as if the immune system speaks in photons, quietly broadcasting readiness and repair. Scientists have observed these light emissions during immune responses, suggesting that light forms another layer of biological language. Every cell emits some degree of biophoton activity, but immune cells appear especially fluent in this luminous exchange. Through this subtle communication, the body maintains coherence even during the chaos of infection. This discovery reminds us that we are composed not only of matter, but of energy and light. Healing is guided in part by invisible radiance. Deep within your blood, a silent glow connects cell to cell in a timeless dialogue of restoration. The brain releases endorphins during healing sleep, turning rest into medicine. As you drift into deeper stages of sleep, the brain enters a period of intense maintenance and repair. Endorphins, the body's natural pain-relieving molecules, are released to ease tension and quiet stress pathways formed throughout the day. These chemicals bind to receptors that soften discomfort, allowing the nervous system to redirect its focus toward recovery rather than vigilance. While the mind dreams, tissues throughout the body receive instructions to rebuild proteins, strengthen cellular membranes, and fine-tune immune activity. Sleep chemistry is far from passive. It is one of the most active healing states the body experiences. Endorphins do more than reduce pain. They help regulate mood, stabilize heart rhythms, and balance energy use. As the body sinks into stillness, this internal medicine flows freely, guiding every system back toward equilibrium. The feeling of renewal after a full night's rest is not coincidence, but evidence of the body's continuous conversation with peace. Cells also communicate through electromagnetic fields. Every cell carries an electric charge and emits a faint field that extends beyond its membrane. These currents are not random. They guide development, coordination, and repair. When tissue is injured, surrounding cells adjust their electrical fields, creating invisible pathways that attract immune and repair cells to the exact location of damage. This electrical signaling often begins healing before hormones or chemical messengers even arrive. Researchers have shown that altering these fields can speed or slow recovery, revealing how deeply energy and biology are intertwined. Within you, trillions of cells constantly adjust their signals, maintaining harmony within the living community they form. It is a network of light and electricity, organized with the precision of a symphony you cannot hear. This quiet exchange of energy is one of nature's oldest languages, reminding us that healing begins with connection long before it becomes visible. Your heart emits a magnetic field that extends beyond your body. Each heartbeat generates an electromagnetic pulse strong enough to be detected several feet away. This field shifts with emotion, breath, and mental state. Scientists have measured changes in heart coherence that correspond to calmness, stress, gratitude, and compassion. The heart's rhythm synchronizes with brain activity, influencing focus, mood, and nervous system balance. When you are calm, the heart's field becomes smooth and ordered, guiding the entire body into harmony. During anxiety, the pattern becomes irregular, signaling imbalance. This invisible energy can also subtly affect those nearby, creating unconscious synchronization between people. The heart is more than a pump. It is a conductor, shaping the body's internal symphony. Within its steady rhythm lies the body's strongest broadcast of balance, a magnetic reminder that healing radiates both inward and outward. Wounds heal faster when the body's internal clock is aligned. The circadian rhythm governs nearly every biological process, including tissue repair and immune response. Cells responsible for healing follow daily cycles, working most effectively when sleep, meals, and activity align with natural patterns of light and darkness. At night, the body increases production of growth hormone and melatonin, both essential for cellular renewal. During the day, cortisol and alertness rise, supporting circulation and immune surveillance. When this rhythm is disrupted by irregular sleep or chronic stress, healing can slow and inflammation may linger. Aligning daily habits with natural cycles restores balance. Morning light, consistent rest, and regular nourishment remind the body when to repair and when to remain alert. Healing is not only chemistry, but timing. When internal and external rhythms move together, recovery becomes part of life's natural flow. Light itself can become a tool for healing. Blue light, when applied carefully, can help treat certain skin conditions such as acne and eczema. Specific wavelengths target bacteria and reduce inflammation without harming surrounding tissue. This controlled exposure influences immune cells in the skin, encouraging balance rather than overreaction. Unlike ultraviolet light, which can damage cells, blue light in moderation acts as medicine, a reminder that nature's energy can heal as easily as it can harm. When the correct frequency meets the right intention, light becomes a quiet partner in recovery. Red light reaches deeper, stimulating collagen production and tissue repair. Certain wavelengths activate mitochondria, the energy producers within cells, increasing the production of ATP, the fuel of life. Injured tissues require extra energy to rebuild, and red light provides that spark. Fibroblasts respond by strengthening connective tissue, while blood vessel formation improves circulation to healing areas. The effect is gentle, cumulative, and restorative, supporting vitality from the inside out. Athletes rely on it to soothe aching muscles, and doctors use it to help wounds close more quickly and efficiently. This gentle glow does not burn or damage living tissue. Instead, it nourishes. Light, once believed to exist only outside the body, becomes an internal form of medicine, delivering energy directly to the smallest engines of life. Each cell absorbs this glow and converts it into motion, repair, and resilience. Within this quiet radiance, mitochondria awaken, circulation improves, and healing processes accelerate. In that soft hum of energy, the body remembers an ancient truth. Energy and healing are inseparable, two harmonies of the same living song. Stem cells rest within the body like seeds beneath fertile soil. Throughout your bones, marrow, skin, muscles, and organs, countless stem cells remain dormant, waiting patiently. They do not rush. They observe. When injury or disease sends a signal, these cells awaken, divide, and transform into exactly the types of cells required for repair. They carry no fixed identity, only potential, a biological memory of possibility itself. With age, their activity may slow, but it never disappears entirely. Even later in life, stem cells respond quietly to damage, restoring what can still be renewed. Scientists study these cellular reserves closely, searching for ways to awaken their full regenerative power. Their presence reveals a powerful truth. The body always keeps a reserve of hope hidden within itself. Beneath the surface, unseen gardens of renewal wait for for the first whisper of need. Healing does not begin from outside intervention alone, but from the quiet readiness already living within. Old cells can, in some cases, be guided back toward youth. In laboratories around the world, researchers have discovered how to gently rewind a cell's biological clock. By introducing specific proteins, adult cells can return to a youthful, stem-like state, capable of dividing and renewing again. This discovery mirrors nature's own regenerative patterns and hints at a future where damaged tissues may be repaired from within. Even without scientific intervention, the body performs smaller versions of this renewal every day, removing damaged components and rebuilding fresh structures in their place. This challenges the belief that aging is a one-way journey. Inside every cell remains the blueprint of youth, a memory of optimal function that can sometimes be reawakened. The idea itself reshapes how we understand life, not as a straight line toward decline, but as a circular rhythm always seeking renewal. Exercise signals the body to activate its regenerative pathways. Movement is one of the oldest medicines known to life. When muscles contract, they release chemical messengers called myokines, which travel through the bloodstream to distant organs, instructing them to repair, adapt, and rejuvenate. Physical activity increases circulation, delivering oxygen and nutrients to tissues that need them most. It also stimulates stem cell production in the bone marrow, encouraging growth and replacement where repair is required. Inflammation decreases, hormones rebalance, and effort transforms into healing. Even gentle movements, walking, stretching, slow breathing, ignite these pathways. The body interprets movement as proof of life and responds with renewal. The mild soreness after exercise is not damage, but communication, a signal of progress. In motion, every cell is reminded of its purpose. Through this elegant feedback loop, movement becomes restoration, proving that healing thrives within rhythm and action. The microbiome in the gut plays a surprising role in healing wounds on the skin. Within the digestive system lives a vast ecosystem of bacteria, fungi, and viruses that influence health far beyond digestion. This inner community trains the immune system, moderates inflammation, and shapes how efficiently tissues repair themselves. When gut microbes are balanced, they produce compounds such as short-chain fatty acids that travel through the bloodstream, calming immune responses and supporting repair in distant tissues, including the skin. When this balance is disrupted, inflammation can rise throughout the body, slowing wound healing everywhere. Restoring harmony through fiber-rich foods, fermented nourishment, rest, and reduced stress allows repair to proceed more smoothly. The gut and skin communicate constantly through nerves, hormones, and chemistry. Healing does not happen in isolation. The body works as one integrated system. A calm digestive system often reflects as calm, resilient skin, proof that inner balance always reveals itself outwardly. Some bacteria actively teach the immune system how to calm itself. Not all microbes are threats. Certain beneficial bacteria act as instructors, guiding immune cells to recognize what requires defense and what should be tolerated. These microbial teachers interact with dendritic cells and T cells, shaping responses that favor balance instead of unnecessary attack. Without this guidance, the immune system may overreact, targeting harmless substances or even its own tissues. Modern lifestyles sometimes limit exposure to these microbial mentors, possibly contributing to rising allergies and autoimmune conditions. Reconnecting with natural environments and diverse diets helps restore this lost education. Within your body, harmony depends on dialogue. These microbes are not passive passengers, they are collaborators. Through their guidance, healing becomes an act of understanding rather than constant battle. Inflammation is both destruction and the beginning of repair. When tissue is injured, inflammation arrives first, marked by redness, warmth, swelling, and pain. Yet this response is purposeful. Blood vessels open to allow immune cells to flood the area, clearing debris and defending against infection. It feels harsh because protection requires intensity. Once danger passes, anti-inflammatory signals emerge, cooling the reaction and inviting reconstruction to begin. The same fire that breaks down damaged tissue also ignites the systems that create new cells. Trouble arises only when the fire never fades. Chronic inflammation drains energy and delays renewal. True healing lies in balance, the moment when destruction gracefully yields to creation. Inflammation is not the enemy. It is the spark that guides recovery, reminding the body when to transform. Your blood changes its chemistry in response to emotion. Feelings are not confined to the mind. Fear or anger sends signals through the body as if facing physical danger. Adrenaline surges, blood vessels tighten, heart rate rises, and immune cells shift into defensive mode. Over time, this internal chemistry becomes exhausting, diverting resources away from repair. Positive emotions produce the opposite effect. Blood vessels relax, oxygen flows more freely, and growth factors increase while inflammatory signals decrease. Each emotional state leaves a measurable trace in the bloodstream, shaping how the body heals. Emotion becomes biology, and biology becomes recovery. This connection between feeling and physiology is not poetic metaphor. It is measurable reality. The heart and the brain are in constant conversation, exchanging electrical signals, chemical messengers, and rhythmic patterns that adjust the body's internal chemistry moment by moment. Emotions alter heart rate, breathing, hormone release, and immune readiness. Healing begins not only with medicine or intervention, but with mood and perception. How you feel reshapes what your body becomes. The evidence is written in electrical impulses, hormone levels, and cellular behavior. Experience leaves fingerprints on biology, proving that the inner world and the physical body are inseparable partners in recovery. Healing itself requires tiny electrical currents moving through tissues. Every living cell maintains a delicate voltage across its membrane, a charged boundary that directs growth, communication, and repair. When skin breaks or tissue is injured, this electrical pattern shifts instantly. The disruption creates a current that flows toward the wound, acting as a signal flare for nearby cells. Fibroblasts, keratinocytes, and immune cells respond to this invisible guidance, migrating toward the injury as if drawn by magnetism. Scientists have measured these subtle electrical fields and discovered that applying similar currents externally can significantly accelerate healing. Electricity is not foreign to biology. It is one of life's oldest tools. Long before modern medicine, living systems learned to organize themselves through charge and polarity. These microscopic currents function as compasses of repair, aligning cells and restoring order. Beneath every visible layer of healing lies this silent electrical architecture, steady and precise, carrying balance back into disrupted tissue. Your body also produces its own antioxidants in response to injury. When damage occurs, unstable molecules known as free radicals multiply, threatening to harm surrounding cells and prolong inflammation. In response, the body increases production of powerful antioxidants such as glutathione, catalase, and superoxide dismutase. These compounds neutralize free radicals, protecting nearby tissue and creating a safer environment for rebuilding. This defense system is remarkably adaptive, intensifying exactly where it is needed. Adequate nutrition, rest, and emotional calm support this chemistry, but the first response always comes from within. These antioxidants do more than shield cells. They send signals that initiate repair and guide regeneration. Healing, at its core, is an intelligent management of energy. By reducing chaos, the body redirects resources toward growth instead of defense. Each recovery represents a quiet chemical transformation, where instability is reshaped into harmony. Chronic pain, too, can be retrained out of the nervous system. When pain persists long after tissue has healed, the source often lies not in the body, but in the brain. Neural pathways that once signaled danger continue firing out of habit, even when the threat has passed. This learned pain can be softened and gradually unlearned through movement, therapy, breath, and focused awareness. Retraining techniques teach the nervous system to reinterpret signals, reducing intensity and restoring balance. Over time, new neural connections form, and the alarm grows quieter. This is not imagination or denial. It is genuine rewiring, a testament to the nervous system's adaptability. The process is gradual, but deeply empowering. Pain once meant protection. Healing now means teaching the body that safety has returned. When the nervous system understands that danger is over, it begins to release its grip. The human voice itself can change heart rate variability, a key marker of resilience and recovery. Speaking, humming, or singing alters airflow, vibration, and emotional tone throughout the body. These vibrations stimulate the vagus nerve, which connects the brain to the heart, lungs, and digestive system. Gentle, rhythmic vocal sounds increase heart rate variability, signaling calmness and adaptability. Singing or softly speaking to yourself naturally slows breathing and steadies the nervous system. Even listening to soothing voices can synchronize breath and heartbeat. The voice becomes a bridge between thought and physiology, an instrument that tunes the body toward ease. Each vibration carries information, reminding the heart that it is safe. Through sound, we practice self-regulation, transforming breath and tone into medicine. The voice, simple and human, is one of the oldest healing tools known to us. When people sing together, something remarkable happens. Breathing synchronizes, and heart rhythms begin to align. This phenomenon, known as physiological synchronization, creates a shared state of calm and connection. Stress responses soften, oxytocin is released, and a sense of safety spreads through the group. Choirs and chanting traditions across cultures have long understood this effect, using harmony to regulate both mind and body. Modern science now confirms what ancient practices already knew. Sound can merge individual rhythms into something greater. Blood pressure lowers, breathing steadies, and the nervous system quiets. Singing is not only expression or art. It is physiology in motion. In shared breath and vibration, the body remembers trust, belonging, and collective healing. At the center of this process lies the vagus nerve. Running from the brainstem through the heart, lungs, and gut, it forms one of the most influential pathways in the body. It connects emotion, digestion, and immunity, ensuring that how you feel directly shapes how you heal. When calmness is restored, the vagus nerve activates the parasympathetic system, lowering heart rate and signaling repair. It tells immune cells when to stand down, allowing inflammation to resolve. Deep breathing, humming, and long exhalations stimulate this nerve, sending a message of safety through every organ it touches. Compassion and connection activate the same pathway, translating peace into measurable physiology. The vagus nerve is a bridge between thought and tissue, between love and chemistry, revealing that healing is both biological and emotional. Chronic loneliness, however, can quietly suppress the body's ability to heal. Isolation does more than affect mood. It alters internal chemistry. Without regular connection, the nervous system remains on alert, as if danger may appear at any moment. Stress hormones stay elevated, blood pressure rises, and immune cells shift into defensive mode rather than repair. Inflammation increases even without injury, and sleep and digestion lose their natural rhythm. The absence of touch, shared laughter, and reassurance deprives the body of oxytocin and serotonin, chemicals essential for balance and recovery. Healing is not meant to occur alone. The body evolved in connection, and it repairs itself best when it feels seen, supported, and safe. Connection is not merely pleasant. It is essential, both emotionally and physiologically, for true healing. Even brief moments of genuine human presence can reverse the damaging chemical shifts caused by stress and isolation. The simple sight of another person, the soft sound of a kind voice, or even a gentle acknowledgement tells the brain that safety has returned. From that reassurance, the body begins to repair itself once more. Human biology is not designed to thrive in solitude. It evolved in a world of connection, where the closeness of others signaled safety, warmth, and protection. Within genuine companionship, the body remembers how to rest, to rebuild, and to trust in its own capacity for renewal. The rhythms of the heart, the balance of hormones, and the activity of the immune system all respond to the presence of care. Love, in this sense, is not abstract. It is a tangible biological force, measurable and potent. Love literally strengthens the immune system. The chemistry of affection is real and scientifically observable. Acts of kindness and care trigger the release of oxytocin, a hormone that reduces stress, calms the nervous system, and amplifies immune function. When people feel genuinely cared for, measurable changes occur. Levels of antibodies rise, inflammation decreases, and wounds or illnesses resolve more efficiently. Love has the power to slow the heartbeat, steady breathing, and harmonize hormonal cycles throughout the body. Even the thought of someone we cherish can trigger cascades of beneficial chemistry, releasing the same protective and restorative molecules. Patients with strong emotional support often recover faster, not through luck, but because love transforms biology itself. It is an energy shared between nervous systems, rewriting conditions within cells. Love softens the grip of fear, signals safety, and creates a biochemical environment in which regeneration can proceed naturally. The pulse of affection reverberates through every organ, reminding each system that it is safe to restore, rebuild, and thrive. Touch between friends, family, or loved ones reduces blood pressure and calms the heart. Skin-to-skin contact does far more than comfort. It triggers measurable physiological responses. Gentle touch releases oxytocin and simultaneously lowers cortisol, signaling to the body that danger has passed. Heart rate decreases, circulation steadies, and the nervous system enters a state of relaxation. When two people share trust and warmth, their nervous systems begin to synchronize, creating a mutual calm that flows between them. Even brief gestures, holding hands, a reassuring hug, or a gentle stroke, activate these healing pathways. In hospitals, simple hand-holding can ease pain and anxiety, supporting both patients and caregivers. The same mechanism underlies massage therapy, petting animals, and nurturing gestures. Touch predates speech, predates technology, and is written into our DNA as a language of reassurance. Every time skin meets skin in kindness, the body remembers its place in the network of connection and begins to heal under the quiet guidance of belonging. Infants exemplify this truth most dramatically. Newborns thrive through closeness, and skin-to-skin contact stabilizes heart rate, breathing, and body temperature while simultaneously reducing stress hormones. Babies held close recover faster from illness, gain weight more steadily, and develop a nervous system attuned to safety and regulation. Even premature infants demonstrate dramatic improvements when cradled or gently touched regularly. The warmth and rhythm of another heartbeat teach their own nervous systems to find balance, demonstrating that safety and connection are not merely comforting. They are essential to biological development and early health. Hospitals around the world now employ kangaroo care, a practice in which infants rest on a parent's chest, absorbing warmth, rhythm, and security. The benefits are profound, both emotional and physiological. The body learns its first lessons about repair and resilience from the comfort of another's arms, where the heartbeat becomes the first guide in recovery. Empathy engages the brain in ways similar to pain relief. When we feel compassion for someone who is suffering, our own brains respond with measurable changes. Endorphins are released, stress pathways soften, and neural regions in the prefrontal cortex activate, mirroring the other person's state. This shared response does more than foster understanding. It creates comfort. Compassion triggers oxytocin, reduces physiological stress, and initiates a cascade of calming signals throughout the body. The effect ripples inward, easing tension, modulating heart rate, and even reducing the perception of personal discomfort. Offering empathy creates a feedback loop of biological kindness, where caring for another translates into mutual restoration. Neuroscience confirms that this connection is deeply physical, linking emotion to immunity, hormonal balance, and cardiovascular stability. Compassion is not merely moral, it is measurable science, showing that care, presence, and understanding directly support the body's capacity to repair itself. Oxytocin, often called the love hormone, functions as both messenger and healer. Circulating through the bloodstream, it calms the nervous system, reduces inflammation, and promotes the growth of new tissue. Oxytocin accelerates wound closure by encouraging blood vessel formation and collagen synthesis, while regulating immune activity to prevent overreaction. Its release is triggered not only by touch and trust, but by shared laughter, kindness, and emotional safety. Secure relationships allow oxytocin to flow freely, signaling the body to rest, restore, and renew. Scientists believe that oxytocin is among the oldest molecules linking social connection to survival, a chemical reminder that safety enables repair, and that affection carries tangible power over biological function. In moments of genuine love or care, chemistry shifts quietly in every cell. The same molecule that binds hearts together also mends tissue, creating a perfect symmetry between emotional and physical healing. The body also knows when to shut down its defenses once repair is complete. Inflammation is critical for protection and regeneration, but it must subside at the right moment. Specialized molecules called resolvins are released to conclude the process, clearing immune cells, calming blood vessels, and restoring normal circulation. Without this regulatory phase, inflammation would linger, damaging healthy tissue. The resolution phase is an elegant dance of restraint, demonstrating that silence can be as vital as action. Diets rich in omega-3 fatty acids, restful sleep, and calm emotional states support this phase, ensuring that the heat of repair cools into restoration. True healing depends not only on initiation, but on graceful completion. Learning to stop fighting is a vital part of survival. Within this quiet closure, the body remembers how to move from struggle back into peace. Pain itself teaches the brain to protect and eventually release. It is a messenger, not an enemy. Pain signals injury, compelling the nervous system to pause, protect, and adjust posture and movement to avoid further harm. Over time, the brain absorbs these lessons, integrating them into reflex and memory. As tissue repairs, pain gradually diminishes, its signal fading into background guidance. Occasionally, however, these signals persist beyond necessity, requiring conscious relearning, movement, and awareness. Healing is a delicate balance of attention and release, protection and restoration, sensation and calm. Techniques such as mindfulness, gentle movement, and focused awareness have profound effects on the nervous system, retraining the brain to recognize safety and quiet unnecessary alarms. Pain, which once signaled threat and danger, begins to transform. It no longer exists merely as suffering but becomes information, a message that guides the body, a warning that evolves into wisdom. This transformation mirrors the larger goal of the body: to survive, adapt, and learn from experience. Pain marks the beginning of awareness, but its release signals completion. True healing arrives when the body understands that the threat has passed, that vigilance is no longer required, and that peace can safely return. In this state, the nervous system shifts from defense to restoration, and every cell receives the quiet permission to rebuild, rejuvenate, and thrive. Remarkably, some individuals can learn to consciously influence their immune systems. Through practices such as deliberate breathing, meditation, and controlled exposure to cold, people have demonstrated the ability to affect responses that were once considered entirely automatic. By maintaining calm during stress, they can modulate the release of adrenaline and cortisol, reducing inflammatory signaling and promoting faster recovery from illness. These changes are measurable, evidenced by shifts in cytokine production and immune cell activity. This is not mystical or magical. It is neural, rooted in the deliberate activation of communication pathways between brain and body. Such practices reveal that consciousness itself is a participant in physiology, capable of guiding biological processes toward balance and repair. Even brief sessions of focused breathing or meditative attention can improve circulation, enhance oxygenation, and bolster immune resilience. Healing, in this light, becomes an active dialogue between awareness and biology, a partnership between mind and body. Cold exposure, in its controlled form, triggers cellular cleanup mechanisms that reinforce resilience. When the body experiences cold, it initiates protective programs that include autophagy, the process by which cells recycle damaged components into usable energy. Norepinephrine is released, sharpening mental focus while reducing inflammation. Blood vessels constrict to preserve heat, then reopen with renewed vigor, enhancing circulation and delivering oxygen-rich blood to tissues in need. Regular, controlled exposure to cold strengthens mitochondria, the energy-producing powerhouses of cells, and fortifies immune function. These responses are simultaneously stress and renewal, teaching the body that challenge can stimulate repair and growth. Whether through icy showers, winter air, or cold water immersion, the body interprets the stimulus as a cue to clear waste, refresh its systems, and prepare for equilibrium. In essence, cold exposure awakens ancient regenerative pathways, leaving the body stronger, cleaner, and subtly reborn. Fasting similarly engages the body's intrinsic repair systems. Periods without food prompt a remarkable shift in cellular priorities. Instead of focusing on growth and digestion, cells turn inward, initiating autophagy to break down damaged proteins and malfunctioning organelles, recycling them for energy. This process reduces inflammation, improves metabolism, and slows cellular aging. Fasting is not deprivation, it is strategic redirection, allowing the body to focus on renewal rather than intake. Hormonal shifts accompany this process. Insulin levels drop while growth hormone rises, preserving muscle tissue and promoting cellular restoration. The mind often experiences clarity alongside the body's renewal, as mental focus and awareness sharpen in the quiet of metabolic repair. Ancient cultures intuited this rhythm long before modern science confirmed it, understanding that true restoration sometimes requires subtraction rather than addition. In the stillness of fasting, the body listens deeply to itself, orchestrating chemistry and energy toward harmony and regeneration. Healing also unfolds in rhythmic waves. Every organ, every system in the body, operates in cycles of activation and rest. Genes that regulate repair switch on and off in sync with circadian rhythms, orchestrating moments of restoration, cleansing, and growth. During rest, energy flows toward tissue rebuilding and toxin removal. During wakefulness, focus shifts to defense, function, and activity. At the microscopic level, repair does not occur in a constant stream. Enzymes, hormones, and immune cells move in coordinated pulses, creating a dynamic pattern of regeneration. Disruption of these rhythms through poor sleep, inconsistent meals, or irregular activity slows recovery. Conversely, aligning daily habits with the natural cycles of day and night restores harmony. Each wave of repair builds upon the last, like tides reshaping a shoreline, revealing that healing is cyclical rather than linear. Within these rhythms, the body learns to renew itself with precision, finding balance in repetition and timing. Each organ follows its own schedule of renewal. The liver detoxifies primarily at night, muscles rebuild during sleep, and the brain clears waste products in the early morning hours. The skin repairs damage most efficiently in darkness. These cellular clocks anticipate natural rhythms, rather than merely reacting to them. Disruption, through artificial lighting, inconsistent sleep, or erratic schedules, confuses these internal calendars, slowing recovery and compromising repair. Aligning lifestyle with a natural flow of the sun, consistent meals, regular activity, and predictable rest restores internal harmony. Each organ then knows when to cleanse, when to rest, and when to heal. In this way, following the rhythm of nature allows the body to conduct its own symphony of repair, turning healing into a dance of timing rather than force. Even gravity shapes the pace of regeneration. Experiments in microgravity have revealed that wounds heal more slowly in space. Without the downward pull of gravity, fluids and blood shift, immune cell movement slows, and tissue repair becomes disorganized. Cells lose orientation, signaling and communication falter, and recovery slows. On Earth, the subtle tension created by gravity aids cellular alignment, guides circulation, and supports regeneration. Studying healing in orbit has provided insights into bone density, muscle repair, and wound recovery, highlighting the interplay of physics and biology in human health. Healing is not merely chemistry. It is a partnership between the body and the fundamental forces that anchor it to home. Red light therapy has proven invaluable both in space and on Earth. In microgravity, astronauts use it to stimulate mitochondria, boosting cellular energy in tissues stressed by the lack of gravity. This energy supports collagen production, reduces inflammation, and accelerates repair of muscles and bones. On Earth, red light treats burns, scars, and muscle fatigue. It also regulates circadian rhythms, compensating for disrupted sunlight exposure, and sustaining the body's cycles of activity and rest. Even in the void of space, the principles of healing, energy, rhythm, light, remain constant. Red light becomes a bridge, carrying the memory of sunlight, reminding cells to restore, rebuild, and renew. The heart itself regenerates throughout life. Once believed to be incapable of renewal, it is now known that a small fraction of cardiac cells are replaced every year. This renewal, though gradual, continues from youth into old age. Progenitor cells residing within the heart awaken when needed, forming new tissue to replace worn cells. Physical activity, emotional balance, and stress management all support this process, enhancing circulation, reducing strain on cardiac tissue, and allowing the heart to maintain its vital rhythm. Even as the heart tirelessly beats billions of times over a lifetime, it quietly regenerates from within, demonstrating the body's astonishing ability to repair itself against the constant wear of life over decades. The heart's remarkable persistence quietly sustains life, maintaining function and resilience in a way few organs can match. Its rhythm, unbroken from the very first beat before birth, continues with subtle transformation throughout a lifetime. Each pulse is not merely a mechanical pump. It is a symphony of cellular renewal, a continuous cycle in which worn or aged cells are replaced, yet the overall pattern remains harmonious and consistent. The heart carries more than blood. It carries continuity, memory, and the ongoing promise of regeneration. Each newly formed cardiac cell integrates seamlessly into the intricate mesh of muscle fibers, keeping time with the same steady pulse that has accompanied every breath, every thought, every movement. Even as the body ages, the heart retains the capacity to grow and adapt, demonstrating that within its ceaseless labor lies the quiet miracle of gentle regeneration, a testament to the body's resilience and intelligence. Inside the brain, A specialized army of immune cells, known as microglia, constantly patrols the intricate network of neurons, performing an essential housekeeping role. When neurons die, become damaged, or accumulate metabolic debris, these vigilant microglia spring into action, engulfing waste and clearing the space for new connections to form. During sleep, this process becomes particularly pronounced. Microglia sweep through the neural landscape, removing toxins and waste products that have accumulated during the day. This nightly cleansing is vital for memory consolidation, learning, and cognitive clarity. Without it, cellular clutter would accumulate, slowing neural communication and compromising function. Microglia act with exquisite precision, understanding when to act and when to rest, embodying the brain's capacity for self-repair. Every act of forgetting, every fleeting dream, may be part of this hidden maintenance, preserving clarity, adaptability, and mental resilience. Their tireless work reminds us that the brain, like the body, possesses profound regenerative intelligence, turning loss and decay into opportunity for renewal. Beyond cleaning, microglia are also builders. Following brain injury or trauma, they shift roles, releasing growth factors and signaling molecules that encourage neurons to extend new branches, form fresh synaptic connections, and rebuild broken circuits. This regenerative process can take weeks or even months, requiring careful coordination with other support cells. The environment surrounding neurons, enriched by gentle stimulation, sensory input, and learning, guides this reconstruction. Each spark of memory, each new thought, reinforces the formation of these new pathways, demonstrating that neural healing is an ongoing, adaptive process rather than a single event. Even after significant injury, the brain can rewire itself, finding alternative routes for communication and restoring function. In the quiet, unseen world of microglia, the brain rebuilds itself one microscopic bridge at a time, converting trauma into connection and damage into potential. The brain's protective barrier, the blood-brain barrier, also participates in this remarkable resilience. This delicate, selectively permeable boundary shields the brain from harmful molecules circulating in the bloodstream. When trauma, illness, or inflammation disrupts this barrier, the risk of neural damage increases. Yet, the body rapidly initiates repair. Endothelial cells lining the brain's capillaries tighten their junctions, astrocytes extend their star-shaped arms, and growth factors are released to restore the barrier's integrity. Within days or weeks, this sophisticated repair system often returns balance, preventing further damage and maintaining the brain's delicate homeostasis. The blood-brain barrier is not static. It is flexible, alive, and vigilant, a mirror of the brain's resilience and a testament to the body's innate capacity to protect and heal simultaneously. The heart, too, possesses extraordinary adaptive mechanisms. When blood flow is obstructed, whether due to a clot or narrowing of an artery, the body does not resign itself to damage. Instead, it initiates a process known as collateral circulation, activating dormant vessels to bypass the blockage. These tiny vessels, previously silent, expand and form new pathways to deliver oxygen-rich blood to tissues that would otherwise suffer deprivation. Chemical gradients act as invisible guides, leading each vessel toward areas of greatest need. Exercise, gentle movement, and proper nutrition enhance this natural engineering, allowing the circulatory system to adapt dynamically. The heart's response to adversity is one of elegance and intelligence. It builds bridges where none existed, ensuring that life continues to flow even under stress. This backup network is why some individuals survive heart attacks or vascular blockages better than others. It is not luck, but a biological safeguard written into the design of the circulatory system. Even scar tissue in the heart can remodel over time. Initially, after injury, fibrotic tissue forms to stabilize damaged areas. Yet, this tissue is not inert. Fibroblasts within scars can gradually reorganize and, under the right conditions, partially transform into muscle-like cells, restoring flexibility and improving contractile function. Electrical signals, hormonal cues, and mechanical forces guide this remodeling. Exercise, balanced nutrition, and stress reduction further support the transformation, allowing the heart to regain strength and efficiency without becoming rigid. Over months and years, scar tissue can integrate into the surrounding muscle, retaining the memory of the heart's rhythm while restoring functionality. Even damage carries the seeds of renewal. Every scar is a testament to resilience, a living archive of endurance, and a bridge to future vitality. Beyond the heart itself, the circulatory system grows in response to need. When tissues are deprived of oxygen, cells release chemical distress signals that summon new capillaries to form, a process called angiogenesis. Endothelial cells lining existing vessels branch out toward oxygen-starved regions, weaving intricate networks that reconnect blood flow to tissues. This growth is precise, guided by gradients of oxygen and signaling molecules, ensuring that new vessels are built exactly where needed. Angiogenesis supports wound healing, muscle repair, and organ recovery, demonstrating the body's remarkable ability to adapt its vascular architecture to changing demands. In this way, old or damaged cells communicate with their neighbors, summoning replacements and orchestrating repair. Each vessel, each sprouting capillary, is a thread in the body's living fabric, spun in perfect response to necessity. The circulatory and cardiac systems, combined with the regenerative capacity of the brain, illustrate a profound truth. The human body is a masterful network of adaptation, repair, and resilience. Old cells release chemical signals to summon new ones, microglia rebuild neural pathways, the heart constructs detours and remodels scars, and capillaries grow to nourish tissues in need. Healing is never passive. It is a symphony of precise chemical, electrical, and mechanical signals working in concert. It is a process of listening, responding, and restoring, where every beat, every pulse, and every microscopic action contributes to the overarching story of life continuing, undeterred, and endlessly renewing itself. When cells reach the final chapters of their lifespan, they do not simply vanish into silence. Before they are cleared from the tissue, they issue a final set of instructions, a molecular farewell that signals the arrival of younger, more resilient cells to take their place. These specialized chemical messages attract stem cells, immune cells, and other repair agents, orchestrating a coordinated relay of renewal. Scientists refer to this process as senescence-associated signaling, but beneath the technical terminology lies a deeply poetic reality. The body treats endings as beginnings. Every departing cell becomes a teacher, handing off the baton of function to the next generation, ensuring that tissues remain dynamic, responsive, and never fully stagnant. This communication transforms what could be mere decay into an opportunity for rejuvenation. Even in the act of dying, cells contribute to creation, maintaining balance and structure in the living organism. The body, in its infinite efficiency, turns loss into instruction, decline into possibility. On the surface, the drama of healing unfolds just as elegantly. When the skin is breached, microscopic cells at the wound's edges begin a slow, determined migration. These keratinocytes and basal cells flatten and extend tiny finger-like projections, crawling across the wound as if crossing an invisible desert. Guided by electrical fields, chemical gradients, and subtle signals from neighboring cells, they sense precisely where the wound is open and where closure has begun. Thousands, sometimes millions, of cells participate in this collective migration, moving in synchrony toward a shared goal, restoring integrity and function. As they travel, underlying layers of new tissue form, sealing the gap from below, while the topmost layers reconnect, re-establishing the skin's protective barrier. Scientists describe this process as a cellular choreography, a delicate dance of motion, sensing, and communication. When the leading edges finally meet, molecular feedback signals tell the cells to stop, signaling completion. Every healed scratch, every minor abrasion, conceals this silent drama of exploration and reconnection, a testament to the skin's intrinsic wisdom and autonomous repair. Beneath the surface, fibroblasts act as master weavers, creating scaffolds of collagen that provide structure and resilience to the regenerating tissue. Within a healing wound, these specialized cells spin intricate threads that crisscross and interlace, forming a temporary lattice that supports incoming cells while maintaining tensile strength. The early fibers are rough and provisional, but fibroblasts refine them over time, creating smooth, strong strands that integrate seamlessly with the surrounding tissue. These cellular artisans respond to biochemical signals, electrical cues, and the mechanical forces of stretching and movement, adjusting their work to match the body's needs. Collagen, shimmering under the microscope, gives newly formed tissue both flexibility and durability. Without fibroblasts, the body could never close wounds efficiently. Each thread they weave is a miniature act of craftsmanship, blending biology with artistry, producing restoration from microscopic precision. Macrophages are another critical player in the healing symphony. Initially, they rush to the injury like vigilant soldiers, engulfing pathogens, clearing debris, and initiating inflammation to protect the tissue. But their role does not end with defense. Once the immediate threat has passed, macrophages transform chemically and functionally, shifting from warriors to nurturers. They begin releasing anti-inflammatory molecules, growth factors, and guidance cues that coordinate tissue repair. In this phase, macrophages communicate with fibroblasts, stem cells, and endothelial cells, orchestrating the precise reconstruction of tissue architecture. Their ability to switch roles, from destruction to rebuilding, is fundamental to healthy recovery. Without this transformation, inflammation would persist, damaging healthy tissue and impeding repair. The wisdom of these immune cells lies in knowing when to fight and when to yield, a delicate balance of power and restraint essential for optimal healing. Even the earliest responders, platelets, play an unexpectedly sophisticated role in tissue restoration. Beyond forming clots to stop bleeding, platelets act as architects and chemical messengers. Upon encountering a wound, they aggregate to create an initial plug, halting blood loss. Simultaneously, they release a cascade of growth factors, including platelet-derived growth factor, PDGF, and vascular endothelial growth factor, VEGF, which summon fibroblasts, white blood cells, and endothelial cells to begin reconstruction. Each platelet becomes a tiny coordinator, mapping the repair site and guiding the next steps of healing. Modern medicine has harnessed this natural capacity in platelet-rich plasma, PRP, therapy, accelerating recovery in injuries, burns, and surgical sites. In every clot lies a blueprint of restoration, a microscopic signal of resilience, showing how even the smallest particles in the blood contribute profoundly to the body's regenerative symphony. Pain, often perceived as a nuisance or a burden, is in fact a sophisticated guide. When tissue is damaged, nociceptors, specialized nerve endings, send electrical signals to the brain, directing attention and resources to the injured region. Pain focuses blood flow, recruits immune activity, and activates repair mechanisms precisely where they are needed. Although its sensation may be uncomfortable, pain functions as a vital communication channel between body and brain. Over time, as tissues repair and cellular communication resolves, these signals diminish. In some cases, however, the nervous system maintains the signal beyond its functional purpose, leading to chronic pain that requires retraining through mindfulness, movement, and targeted therapies. Pain, therefore, is not an enemy but a dialogue, a way for the body to learn, adapt, and refine its protective strategies. It embodies the intelligence of survival, guiding repair and teaching the body to anticipate and avoid future harm. The brain itself stores immune memories, capturing the history of past infections, injuries, and recoveries. Neurons encode patterns of immune signaling, stress response, and repair, enabling more efficient and coordinated responses in future challenges. This memory allows the brain and immune system to communicate through molecules such as cytokines and neurotransmitters, creating a refined blueprint for healing. Emotional states influence this process. Calm, focused minds foster balanced immune responses, while fear, stress, or exhaustion amplify inflammation and slow repair. Healing, therefore, is not merely physical. It is an evolving dialogue between body and mind. Each recovery leaves a trace, building an internal library of resilience, ensuring that future challenges are met with the quiet confidence of a system that remembers its own capacity for repair. Hormones coordinate healing across organs, acting as conductors in the symphony of restoration. Cortisol manages inflammation and stress. Growth hormone stimulates cell division. Insulin ensures nutrient delivery, and thyroid hormones regulate energy use. Together, these molecules harmonize repair, balancing timing and intensity across the body. Disruption, through fatigue, malnutrition, or chronic stress, creates discord, slowing recovery. Rest, nourishment, and a balanced lifestyle restore the rhythm, allowing the body's natural chemistry to operate as a unified, adaptive system. Even sex hormones like estrogen play a subtle yet profound role in tissue repair. Estrogen enhances blood flow, stimulates collagen production, and supports the migration of skin cells to close wounds efficiently. It also modulates inflammation, ensuring that the initial immune response does not persist unnecessarily, reducing scarring and supporting vascular and cellular health. Through these molecular conductors, the body orchestrates healing as a holistic, coordinated, and deeply intelligent process. During menopause, when levels of estrogen naturally decline, the body's ability to repair and regenerate tissue can slow, and wounds may take longer to close. Yet, this is not a permanent limitation. Nutrition, rest, and lifestyle choices can compensate, supporting the same intricate cellular pathways that estrogen once enhanced. Estrogen itself is more than just a hormone. It is a molecular symbol of regeneration. It balances strength with softness, resilience with flexibility, defense with grace. Through its influence, the body retains a memory of renewal, a subtle internal rhythm that reminds tissues how to restore themselves. Healing under estrogen is not simply about patching damage. It is a return to form, a guided restoration woven into the cycles of life, connecting one stage of existence to the next with quiet continuity. Even as levels shift with age, the pathways remain intact, waiting to be nourished and activated. Testosterone, by contrast, tells a different story. It drives growth, muscle strength, and endurance, pushing the body toward performance and vitality. Yet in certain contexts, high levels of testosterone can temper the pace of recovery. Its influence sometimes suppresses the immune system, reducing inflammation prematurely and delaying tissue repair. This subtle modulation may help prevent overactive immune responses but can slow wound closure, which explains why certain injuries in men can take longer to heal compared with women, whose estrogen supports regenerative processes. Nevertheless, testosterone is essential for maintaining muscle mass, bone density, and metabolic balance, foundations of long-term resilience. The body continuously fine-tunes these hormones, adjusting their effects in response to stress, activity, and nutrition. Testosterone is not an obstacle to repair. It is part of the body's nuanced intelligence, guiding healing towards sustainability rather than speed. Each hormone contributes to a larger symphony, ensuring that energy is directed toward balance, adaptation, and survival rather than reactive haste. Another key player in the molecular orchestra of repair is insulin-like growth factor, or IGF. Released in response to growth hormone, IGF stimulates cell division, differentiation, and tissue formation. After injury, IGF floods damaged areas, signaling cells to proliferate, generate new tissue, and strengthen structural proteins. Muscles regenerate, bones mend, and even neurons benefit from IGF's supportive influence. It also promotes collagen synthesis, reinforcing the scaffolding that holds tissues together. Its activity peaks during deep, restorative sleep, highlighting why rest is not optional but essential for recovery. Adequate nutrition. rich in protein, vitamins, and complex carbohydrates, sustains IGF's function, allowing cellular construction crews to work efficiently. IGF acts like a foreman on a building site, coordinating workers, maintaining timing, and ensuring that repair occurs with precision. Too little, and the process falters. Too much, and balance is lost. Within IGF lies the quiet, deliberate drive of growth itself, a signal that repair is active, intentional, and harmonized with the body's overall needs. Yet hormones do not operate in isolation. Adrenaline, the body's rapid response messenger during stress, sharpens focus and prepares muscles for action by constricting blood vessels and redirecting circulation to vital organs. This acute response is life-saving in emergencies, but when stress is prolonged, it can interfere with healing. Narrowed vessels reduce the delivery of oxygen, nutrients, and immune cells to injured tissues, slowing regeneration. Chronic adrenaline exposure can leave wounds sluggish, energy stores depleted, and recovery prolonged. The solution is not to eliminate stress entirely. It is to complete the cycle, allowing tension to rise and then fall. Techniques like deep breathing, rest, gentle movement, and mindfulness reopen vessels, restore circulation, and reset the nervous system. Healing depends on this ebb and flow, a rhythm of alertness followed by restoration. Stillness, as much as action, is a cornerstone of survival and repair. Even under stress, the heart itself contributes actively to healing. When blood pressure rises or the volume of circulating blood increases, cardiac cells release natriuretic peptides. These molecules dilate blood vessels, reduce fluid overload, and relieve strain on the heart walls. But their effects go further. They support vascular repair, reduce inflammation, and communicate with other organs to restore systemic balance. The heart, in this sense, is both engine and guardian, equipped with internal mechanisms for self-preservation. Each surge of effort is matched by a chemical reassurance, a signal that guides tissues toward equilibrium and reinforces resilience. Researchers are now investigating these peptides as therapeutic tools for heart failure and hypertension, highlighting the heart's remarkable dual role as a pump and a healer. The immune system also adheres to a 24-hour circadian rhythm, orchestrating defense and repair with remarkable precision. White blood cells patrol more actively at specific times, inflammation peaks, and antibody production follows predictable cycles aligned with light and darkness. During sleep, immunity shifts into maintenance mode, reviewing the day's encounters and preparing for the next. Disruptions to this rhythm, from insufficient sleep, irregular schedules, or chronic stress, can weaken immune response and slow healing. By synchronizing daily routines with natural light cycles, the immune system functions optimally, enhancing recovery from injury or illness. Even vaccinations are more effective when timed according to these internal clocks. The body's healing rhythm is not confined to the brain. It ticks within every cell, linking restoration to the cycles of day and night, creating a dance of repair and defense perfectly in tune with the planet itself. Cortisol, often misunderstood as simply a stress hormone, plays a nuanced and essential role. Released in the early morning, it signals the conclusion of nighttime repair, winding down inflammation, clearing excess immune cells, and resetting energy metabolism. Too much cortisol suppresses repair. Too little allows inflammation to persist unchecked. Maintaining consistent sleep patterns and natural light exposure ensures cortisol rises and falls in harmony with the body's needs. In balance, cortisol is an agent of order, a messenger that signals the transition from the quiet work of repair to the active demands of the day. Each sunrise, through this hormonal cue, completes the previous night's silent labor and begins a new chapter of physiological readiness. Among nutrients, vitamin C stands out as an essential contributor to tissue repair. Without it, collagen, the structural protein of skin, ligaments, and blood vessels, cannot form properly. Vitamin C acts as a cofactor for enzymes that cross-link collagen fibers, giving them strength, flexibility, and durability. It also supports the immune system, neutralizes free radicals, and ensures a safe environment for cellular rebuilding. Humans, unlike many other species, cannot synthesize vitamin C internally, requiring a dietary source. Historically, deficiencies led to scurvy, a condition marked by fragile tissues, delayed wound closure, and gum bleeding, a stark reminder of its critical role. Today, vitamin C remains fundamental at every stage of healing, concentrated in white blood cells and adrenal glands, ensuring that repair and defense are always supported. From the smallest scratch to the most complex wound, vitamin C helps the body rebuild, reinforcing the intricate scaffolding of life itself. Its role is a profound reminder that healing is not merely a matter of medicine or rest. It is a delicate symphony orchestrated between chemistry, nourishment, and the body's innate intelligence. Even the smallest molecules can carry tremendous power in the restoration of life, acting as microscopic architects of renewal. Among these, zinc stands out as a quiet but indispensable player. Zinc is one of the body's most essential trace elements, a tiny mineral with enormous responsibility. When tissue is injured, zinc immediately springs into action, supporting the enzymes that replicate DNA, enabling new cells to divide and replace damaged or dead ones. This mineral stabilizes cell membranes, shielding them from oxidative stress that could disrupt the fragile process of repair. It empowers white blood cells to combat infection while signaling fibroblasts to produce collagen, giving new skin, muscle, and connective tissue the structural strength it needs. Without sufficient zinc, wounds can linger, immune responses falter, and recovery slows. Because the body maintains only small reserves of this mineral, consistent dietary intake becomes essential. Seeds, legumes, whole grains, nuts, and certain vegetables carry zinc into the body, each molecule quietly participating in the endless, unseen acts of cellular creation. In its simplicity, zinc encapsulates a profound truth. Even the tiniest elements can orchestrate enormous acts of restoration, shaping the very resilience of life itself. Similarly, protein is the raw material of regeneration, the foundation upon which all healing is built. Every amino acid within protein chains is both a tool and a set of instructions, providing the structural components and energy necessary for tissue repair. After an injury, the body's demand for protein surges, drawing from dietary sources to rebuild collagen, generate enzymes, form antibodies, and create new muscle fibers. Without enough protein, wounds close slowly, immune function falters, and tissues weaken. The body naturally prioritizes repair over growth, diverting amino acids wherever they are most needed. Even hair and nails may slow their growth, surrendering resources to support deeper systems that must mend first. A balanced protein intake ensures harmony between surface repair and internal restoration. Protein is not just a nutrient, it is participation in the living process, a form of materialized care. Every bite transforms into building blocks, woven into the body's intricate chemistry of renewal, a testament to life's continuous regenerative rhythm stretching back to the earliest forms of living matter. Iron also plays a crucial role in recovery. Beyond its well-known function in oxygen transport, iron is indispensable for producing collagen, supporting immune cell activity, and powering the energy-producing enzymes that sustain tissue repair. In its absence, cells starved of oxygen slow down, and the body's intricate machinery of restoration falters. Signs of deficiency, pale skin, fatigue, delayed wound healing, are a subtle reminder of iron's vital influence. During recovery, red blood cells act as diligent couriers, carrying oxygen to every site of repair. Without iron, this delivery is compromised, slowing every cellular process that depends on it. Reintroducing iron through leafy greens, lentils, beans, and whole grains rekindles the body's regenerative rhythm. Oxygen flows, cells awaken, and tissues resume the work of renewal. Iron, in essence, is life condensed into mineral form, carrying vitality and the will to heal into every corner of the body. Beneath these nutrients lies an often overlooked partner in recovery: the microbiome, the vast ecosystem of bacteria, fungi, and viruses inhabiting the gut. This invisible community trains the immune system to respond with balance and precision. From birth, these microbes teach immune cells to recognize friend from foe, reducing unnecessary inflammation that could hinder healing. When the microbiome is healthy and diverse, the body responds to injury with calm efficiency, infections resolve more quickly, and recovery proceeds smoothly. These microbes also produce compounds that nourish the gut lining, communicate with the nervous system, and even modulate stress responses, creating a network of influence that reaches far beyond digestion. Diet, sleep, and emotional state all shape this ecosystem, while fermented foods and dietary fiber provide sustenance for these essential microscopic allies. Healing, therefore, is not solely human. It is a cooperative endeavor, an intricate dance in which trillions of unseen lives participate, maintaining equilibrium within the body. Probiotics, in particular, play a critical role in restoring balance after disruption. Antibiotics, while life-saving, often destroy both harmful and beneficial microbes, leaving the gut vulnerable. Probiotics replenish these beneficial species, strengthening the immune system, reducing inflammation, and enhancing nutrient absorption. Yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, and other fermented foods act as living reinforcements, recolonizing the gut with microbial partners that guide recovery. This process is subtle yet transformative, reminding the immune system to operate with precision and restraint rather than overreaction. Each restored colony becomes a microcosm of harmony, a living example of cooperation that enables the body to rebuild itself from the cellular level upward. The influence of the mind on healing is equally profound. Chronic stress, for example, can suppress immune function and slow recovery. When the brain perceives danger, stress hormones flood the bloodstream, keeping the body on high alert. In this state, white blood cells become less efficient, inflammation lingers, and repair is delayed. Energy is diverted toward vigilance rather than restoration. Even minor wounds can take longer to close, and the risk of infection rises. But the nervous system is adaptable. Calm, focused states, achieved through deep breathing, restful sleep, meditation, or gentle movement, lower cortisol levels, restoring the immune system's efficiency. In this way, serenity becomes an active agent of repair, demonstrating that mental calmness and physical healing are inseparable. Each moment of relaxed awareness allows the body to resume its natural regenerative rhythm, a reminder that safety and peace are as fundamental to healing as nutrients and cells. Modern science reveals a remarkable truth: the brain and the immune system are in constant dialogue. For centuries, these systems were thought to operate independently, yet research now shows they communicate continuously through nerve fibers and chemical messengers. Tiny molecules, including cytokines and neurotransmitters, carry information between the mind and body, allowing thoughts, emotions, and perceptions to influence inflammation and immune activity. Positive emotions, hope, joy, calm, can enhance the immune response, improve circulation, and accelerate repair. Conversely, persistent anxiety, fear, or despair can hinder recovery, exaggerating inflammatory responses and slowing tissue regeneration. Healing, therefore, is a deeply integrated process, where mental state, cellular action, and biochemical signals converge into a unified narrative of restoration. Immune cells in the brain, known as microglia, are not passive observers. They are active participants in the dialogue between mind and body. These specialized cells continually monitor the brain's environment, responding to chemical signals, emotional states, and even hormonal fluctuations. They adjust their behavior based on these cues, influencing memory, mood, and overall cognitive function. This relationship is profoundly circular. A healthy brain supports a robust and balanced immune system, while a strong and well-regulated immune system, in turn, nurtures clarity, focus, and emotional stability. Every experience, every feeling, leaves a trace in the body, guiding microglia and other cells toward action or rest. The partnership between mind and body is not metaphorical. It is a literal, biological conversation, an intimate feedback loop that shapes every moment of recovery, every deep breath, and every quiet, resilient pause in life. Healing is not purely chemical. It is deeply emotional. Studies consistently show that individuals who feel supported, optimistic, or connected to others tend to recover faster after surgery, injury, or illness. Negative emotions, such as anxiety, fear, or loneliness, trigger the release of stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, which constrict blood vessels, limit the delivery of immune cells, and slow the repair of damaged tissues. Conversely, emotions such as joy, laughter, and calmness expand circulation, enhance immune activity, and accelerate tissue repair. Even recalling a joyful memory can slightly raise skin temperature, subtly signaling increased blood flow and oxygen delivery to tissues. Emotion literally writes itself into the biology of the body, shaping outcomes on a cellular level. Every comforting thought, every shared moment of kindness, every act of compassion feeds the body's intrinsic capacity to heal, turning feeling itself into a powerful restorative force. Optimism is a measurable biological influence. People who maintain a hopeful outlook consistently exhibit lower levels of inflammatory markers, such as C-reactive protein and interleukins. Optimism modulates the brain's regulation of stress hormones, maintaining cortisol at levels that support, rather than hinder, immune function. Hopeful individuals tend to recover more rapidly from surgery, infection, and chronic disease. The act of expecting positive outcomes triggers physiological changes. Nitric oxide levels rise, improving blood flow and reducing pressure on vessels. Heart rate steadies, and vascular flexibility improves. Even minor shifts toward gratitude or appreciation can initiate similar cascades of beneficial chemistry. In essence, the body reflects the mind's expectations. Believing in healing helps to create the conditions for it, a partnership between conscious perception and the ancient, cellular intelligence of regeneration. Laughter, too, is a profound act of biological repair. The simple physical act of laughing engages muscles, increases oxygen intake, and temporarily elevates heart rate before settling into a calm rhythm. This cycle enhances circulation, clears stress hormones, and stimulates the activity of natural killer cells, which defend against infections and diseased tissue. Laughter triggers the release of endorphins, the body's natural painkillers, which promote a sense of well-being that extends long after the laughter has faded. Shared humor strengthens social bonds, deepening emotional support networks that are themselves powerful accelerators of recovery. Even simulated laughter, practiced without humor, can evoke these same physiological responses, demonstrating that the body does not require an external reason to heal. It responds to the motion itself. Each laugh becomes a ripple of renewal, echoing through the cardiovascular system and the nervous system, transforming stress into vitality. Touch is another ancient and profound medium of healing. The warmth of skin-to-skin contact carries signals older than language itself. When touch is experienced in safety and trust, the brain releases oxytocin, lowering cortisol, easing the heart, and calming the immune system. Gentle touch slows breathing, lowers blood pressure, and stimulates the vagus nerve, which connects emotional states to organ function. Hospitals incorporating massage therapy and therapeutic touch have documented measurable improvements in patient recovery, pain relief, and emotional well-being. Even brief gestures, a hand on the shoulder, a reassuring hug, can shift physiology toward calm and repair. The skin is embedded with millions of receptors finely tuned to detect pressure, texture, and temperature. Each contact sends signals to the brain, transforming the chemistry of stress into the chemistry of healing. Through touch, the body reconnects to others, finding the safety and presence required to restore itself. Meditation offers yet another pathway to repair. demonstrating that stillness is as active as motion in the healing process. During meditation, heart rate slows, blood vessels relax, and brainwaves synchronize into calm, coherent patterns. These changes improve circulation, reduce inflammation, and enhance immune function. Meditation also rewires neural pathways associated with fear, stress, and anxiety, cultivating resilience that endures long after the session ends. The silence of meditation is not emptiness, it is restoration. Each deep, intentional breath aligns the body's internal rhythms, supporting repair across multiple systems. Over time, the benefits accumulate, measurable in improved heart rate variability, hormonal balance, and emotional steadiness. In the still center of the mind, the body finds its deepest recovery, proving that conscious rest is a powerful agent of biological repair. Gratitude similarly shapes physical health. When experienced sincerely, gratitude activates regions of the brain associated with reward, empathy, and decision-making. This activation suppresses stress responses and increases parasympathetic activity, which encourages repair and restoration. Grateful reflection lowers blood pressure, stabilizes glucose, and reduces inflammatory molecules. Focusing on gratitude rewires the brain to recognize safety instead of threat, creating a baseline state of calm that supports healing at every level. Even simple practices, such as journaling or mentally noting moments of appreciation, send signals throughout the body that all is well. Gratitude is not merely an emotion, it is physiological coherence. It synchronizes heart and mind, allowing the body to return to balance and embrace natural recovery as an ongoing state rather than a distant goal. Deep, intentional breathing is perhaps the most accessible and immediate tool for reshaping the body's chemistry. Each slow, mindful inhalation sends signals from lung sensors to the nervous system, communicating that danger has passed and safety has returned. Cortisol and adrenaline decrease, replaced by rises in endorphins and serotonin. Blood pressure lowers, oxygen saturation improves, inflammation diminishes, and heart rate variability increases, a key indicator of resilience. The diaphragm acts as a gentle pump for the lymphatic system, enhancing detoxification and circulation. Within minutes, the body shifts from defense to repair, from tension to restoration. Breath alone, simple and universal, demonstrates the profound power of awareness in guiding biological healing. Finally, heart rate variability, HRV, provides a window into this integrated system. The subtle fluctuations between each heartbeat reveal how effectively the nervous system balances alertness and rest. High HRV indicates flexibility and adaptability, showing that the body can efficiently switch from stress responses to recovery modes. Low HRV reflects rigidity, signaling that the body is less able to respond to challenges or heal efficiently. HRV is a living indicator of resilience, the invisible trace of mind-body harmony at work. In every cell, in every pulse of blood, in every breath, emotion, and thought, the body and mind participate in a continuous dialogue. Healing is not just a physical act, it is the living expression of connection, awareness, and intelligence. Every smile, every breath, every moment of presence becomes an instrument in the symphony of recovery, shaping the body's chemistry, the immune system, and the very architecture of tissues as they rebuild and renew. Low heart rate variability, the subtle shifts between each heartbeat, carries profound insight into the body's state. When variability is low, it signals chronic stress, fatigue, or underlying illness. This delicate rhythm mirrors the body's capacity for adaptation, resilience, and healing. It reflects the subtle conversation between the nervous system, the heart, and the rest of the body, a conversation that unfolds quietly with every beat. When practices such as deep breathing, consistent sleep, meditation, and gratitude increase this variability, inflammation diminishes, repair processes accelerate, and overall resilience improves. Athletes, Physicians and researchers monitor this measure as a marker of recovery and physical adaptability. Yet the body has understood this for millennia. The heartbeat is not merely a metronome. It is an ongoing story of balance. It does not demand perfection, only responsiveness. A flexible, dynamic heartbeat reflects a system that can meet challenges with grace, pivoting seamlessly between stress and calm. This is the secret language of heart rate variability, a rhythm that whispers the truth. Healing is not stillness, but the fluid capacity to move gracefully between strain and serenity. Every pulse, every microfluctuation, is a signal of resilience, of life attuned to the needs of the moment. The brain possesses a remarkable gift called neuroplasticity, the ability to rewire and heal itself even after injury. When neurons are lost, damaged, or silenced by trauma, surrounding neurons can extend new branches, forming fresh pathways that restore function. This adaptability allows recovery from conditions once thought permanent: stroke, traumatic brain injury, and degenerative disease. Neuroplasticity is enhanced by repetition, focused practice, sensory stimulation, and intentional mental effort. Every thought, every action, every new experience subtly reshapes the architecture of the mind. Even in adulthood, new neurons continue to emerge in specific regions, integrating into existing networks of memory, emotion, and movement. In this way, healing is both physical and mental growth. Every quiet moment of curiosity or focus allows neurons to reach toward one another like tiny branches, weaving new patterns of understanding. Neuroplasticity reminds us that repair and learning are different expressions of the same innate wonder, the brain's endless capacity to reinvent and restore itself. Mirror therapy offers another fascinating demonstration of the mind's role in healing. After amputation, the brain retains a map of the missing limb, often producing phantom sensations or pain. Mirror therapy re-educates the nervous system by reflecting the intact limb so that the brain perceives it as the missing one. Through repeated practice, the brain updates its internal representation, silencing unnecessary pain signals and reinforcing accurate perception. The nervous system learns that the injury has healed, and balance can return. This therapy illustrates a profound truth. Healing sometimes arises not from fixing the body directly, but from guiding the mind to perceive wholeness. What begins as an illusion becomes genuine recovery, a demonstration of the brain's extraordinary adaptability. Trauma, whether physical or emotional, leaves physical memories embedded within the body. Muscles may tense, posture may shift, and breath may become shallow, all reflecting the body's response to past stress. Over time, these imprints can manifest as chronic pain, stiffness, or fatigue. Mindful movement, therapeutic touch, gentle exercise, and mindfulness-based practices allow the body to release these stored tensions. As muscles relax and the nervous system senses safety, energy flows freely once more. Scientific studies reveal that trauma can even alter cellular signaling and gene expression, influencing health long after the initial event. Healing, then, is the restoration of communication between mind and body, the gentle dissolution of patterns that no longer serve, and the re-establishment of fluid energy. Every sigh, every stretch, every intentional movement becomes an act of remembrance and release, turning pain into insight and old patterns into opportunities for renewal. At the cellular level, healing also releases old stress patterns. Cells carry subtle traces of prior strain. Proteins may misfold, molecules oxidize, and energy stores may be depleted. Processes such as autophagy and mitochondrial renewal allow these traces to be cleared, not merely repaired but reset, giving cells the chance to learn, adapt, and function more efficiently. Emotional release often accompanies these cellular processes, as the nervous system sheds outdated protective mechanisms. Fatigue, occasional tears, or waves of emotion are signs that deep restoration is underway. Healing is not simply erasing damage, it is rewriting memory, rebalancing chemistry, and restoring vitality. Each cell, once burdened, becomes lighter, more agile, more alive. The organism as a whole aligns with its natural rhythm of life, as if the body itself is remembering how to flourish at the most fundamental level. Healing is, in fact, the body's oldest language. Long before thought, speech, or conscious awareness, life learned to repair itself. Every cell carries the instinct to restore what is broken, an impulse that stretches back billions of years to the earliest forms of life. Healing is the foundation of survival, the translation of injury into adaptation, of challenge into wisdom. Every scar, every renewal, every subtle cellular adjustment is a phrase in this universal language. Across species, across epochs, the message is consistent. Continue. Life communicates to itself through chemistry, rhythm, and light, each heartbeat echoing the same truth uttered by the earliest cell: I will go on. Healing, at its core, is not about fixing. It is about remembering wholeness and choosing, again and again, to begin anew. As we approach the close of this quiet journey, rest in the truth that healing is ongoing. It is not a singular moment, but a continuous, gentle rhythm beneath every breath. Even now, your body works silently. Cells rebuild, nerves rewire, the heart maintains its pulse, and energy flows with patience and precision. Healing often goes unnoticed, but it is always present in the soft exhale, in the act of forgiving fatigue, and in the recognition that rest is a conscious, trusting choice rather than idleness. Every heartbeat, every fleeting dream, every quiet sigh becomes part of the body's soft symphony of renewal. You are not the same as you were at the beginning of this journey. Chemistry has shifted, tension has loosened, and the body knows its work. Even amidst pain or weariness, the will to mend persists, steady and ancient. So let your thoughts drift like clouds, let your breath deepen, and allow your shoulders to soften. Feel the effortless rhythm of air flowing in and out, the quiet assurance of life continuing its promise. Healing has been present since your first breath, written into every cell, carried in every drop of blood. It asks only that you listen, rest, and allow the world to support you as you are. Close your eyes, release the noise of waking life, and surrender to stillness. Feel your body ease into its natural rhythm, calm, complete, and whole. Sleep well, and good night.